10% off in selected hostels.
Check out this room. It's more like a suite. It's huge. I can like romp through it. We have arrived at the Tuk Tuk Tournament.
G'day, my name's Tom Cornish. I am the co-founder of Tuk Tuk Rental Sri Lanka. We rent tuk-tuks from local Sri Lankan people and give them to foreigners for self-drive.
200cc, origin from India. Very sensitive engine. The oil will be 4 Tango.
4 Tango?
Yes. Okay, here it is. No, it's full. Okay, full. The full tank contains 9 liters. In the main tank, 7.5 liters, and the reserve tank, 1.5 liter.
Okay. Okay.
If suppose the main tank finish, that we can twist to reserve. Right, exact next side.
Okay.
Per liter, 20 to 25, it's depend on your drive. So all tank that you can drive 190 kilometers. Accelerator, gas, accelerator.
Yes, yes.
Clutch, and the gears. In between, first and the second is a neutral.
Yes, okay.
That you can confirm by the light.
Just like motorbike?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, neutral there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Home. All the lights. Wiper.
Okay.
Low beam, high beam.
Okay.
And the indicator, signals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Choke. If suppose morning trouble.
Flash. What is that?
Choke.
Choke.
Oh, okay.
Shove. Get start and keep for few seconds and push it.
Yeah.
Brake for 3 tires. Handbrake.
Okay.
And the reverse lever.
We are a social business who helps boost the income of local Sri Lankans, tuk-tuk drivers and tuk-tuk owners, who are some of the poorest paid people in the country. We started the business about 2 years ago, which is in around December 2016. I first landed in Sri Lanka, started walking around the streets, talking to local tuk-tuk drivers, trying to understand the industry. Since then, we've grown in leaps and bounds. We currently have over 75 local tuk-tuk drivers that we support in the country and help boost their income. And we've had over 2,500 customers in Sri Lanka. To date, we've given over $100,000 to support local tuk-tuk drivers directly and indirectly through the way that we support travelling off the beaten track and with the local people. We calculate that we've given over 200,000 into those local industries. The Tuk Tuk Tournament is an initiative that we started about a year after setting up the business. It's a cross between a real-life video game and a cross-country rally in glorified lawnmowers. So what I really wanted to capture at the basis of this is something that I'm deeply passionate about, which is social business and social impact. How do we support sustainability through economic means? One is that obviously we don't own any of the tuk-tuks. We rent them from local people, which means the money that you're coming over and giving to the business is going directly into those local people and local communities who need it most. And secondly, by kind of exploring this path least travelled and getting off the beaten track out of the main tourist destinations. So, for example, you're not staying at the Hilton Hotel, you're not going to McDonald's or Hungry Jack's or other large industries where your money goes directly offshore. You're actually stopping at a roadside restaurant. You're staying at people's homes and entering their lives, meaning that economically, the money that you're spending is going directly into the Sri Lankan economy and to the Sri Lankan people rather than going offshore. You know, Sri Lanka has this very rich, beautiful culture, and tuk-tuks, some people don't like being part of that culture, others love being part of that culture, but really it's a huge part of life here on the island. There's over 1.2 million tuk-tuks that drive around Sri Lanka. We believe that integrating into the culture of Sri Lanka by driving your own tuk-tuk is actually one of these things that opens up a lot of doors to really unique experiences across the island. Coming into Sri Lanka, you're considered quite wealthy. All of a sudden, you, as a foreigner, as a white person, you are driving a lower class vehicle. So you're driving one of the vehicles that only poor people really drive. The middle class, upper class Sri Lankans look at you and go, hold on, why are you in this vehicle? You don't have air conditioning. Sri Lanka is hot, of course you want air conditioning. And you're there, you know, what do you mean? This vehicle is amazing. You don't have anything like this when you're back home, and so you really enjoy that unique experience, although it confuses a lot of the local Sri Lankans that you, of all people, you know, being quite wealthy, would still then choose to drive this lower class vehicle around the island at a maximum speed of 40 kilometres an hour.
Vegan flag. Everybody outside's drinking arak with their plastic straws, and we're the annoying, sober environmentalists.